I feel like we have a celebrity in the house. If we could raise the roof. Melissa Haberstroh of Burlap Horse. And Melissa, you have such a presence on our website, and you've been such a fantastic asset for all of the retailers out there who go to the site. I really wanted to give retailers a chance to understand the process that you've gone through. So tell us a little bit about that transition for you and why you decided to make it.
But I actually took a whole other career path, and it was great. I use it a lot now. It's a comparative psychology path, and I do find that I use a lot of that. I study my subjects, so to speak, that come into my store, and I have a lot of fun with that. But because of that background, I love to take in books that have a lot of scientific background support. Why We Buy is one of my favorite books because it has that kind of scientific information that I'm so accustomed to.
Well, you talk about that in your segments. You
Yes.
talk about how you have really created your own scientific approach to retail and some very helpful segments. But I think that it's also fascinating how you actually got into retail because you found it to be an interesting area for you.
Right.
But then there was a deciding point. Am I going to stay with this, or am I going to, is it going to be play?
That's very true, and I think that's the one thing that sets a lot of retailers apart. You can start a career like this, and you can find out, I think it would be fun to be able to shop all day. That's usually where everybody comes from, is they have a great time. They may have a partner that they can actually share the shopping fun with, and they get involved in retail, and then what you find is they haven't decided whether or not this is a profession for them. For me, it was very clear. And for me, it was something that just kept me driving forward. You know, this was a livelihood for me, and if I was going to do it correctly, I needed to study up and build some relationships in the industry and get to know things about the industry. And I really think I catapulted myself into a successful retail store because of that.
I think that it's important for retailers to understand that you have treated this like a business,
Right.
not play. Maybe in the beginning you would have said it was play, but now it's for you, it's truly a business.
I was scared to death in the beginning. I would never have called it play in the beginning, not for me, because I was so fearful of making a mistake. I had my husband in the background saying, do you know how much you're going to have to do to pay this rent all the time? So I had this grounding force behind me that helped keep me fearful enough to really drive forward. I am now enjoying it as more play because I have a little bit of background around me. I have some industry contacts that I really can depend on. I've built these relationships that really give me the opportunity to now kind of play a little bit more, explore where we can go. We've just changed our whole branding. We changed our name to some degree. We dropped the "the" and we're now Burlap Horse. We changed our colors, our logo, and that's almost unheard of. You get comfortable and you think that's something you can't do. We took, at the 7 years, we did the 7-year itch campaign, and we changed everything, and we're brand new, sort of, and taking new ideas with our old, confidence, if you will.
So much to cover in so little time. Stick around. We'll be back with more on Melissa Haberstroh, so come through.